Okay guys, I'm going to show you how to make your very own slingshot with store-bought surgical tubing and just a piece of scrap leather that you may or may not have laying around. I think anything substantial would work, anything that would hold up to the abuse. So you need probably about 1.5 feet of surgical tubing. I think that'd be sufficient. This is just stuff that I have left over laying around. You're going to need probably your pliers, and I use scrap leather. I got a bunch of this, and just my little bitty knife. So you measure it in half, and then you cut it. And after you got that measured up, you want to take your knife, measure. First you want to measure about 1 inch back, or 1/2 inch, and a little bit further back, and just cut a slit in there. Probably about 1/4 inch long. Just enough to get the tubing through there. You do that on both sides. Or both pieces of tubing rather, not both sides. So you have a little pocket right there for the tubing to wrap through there, and I'll show you what that does a little bit later in a little bit. So you want to take your material you're going to use for your pocket, cut a slit in it so that the band can pass through it. And if you want to, you can shape the edges later, round them off, or whatever you want to do. So yeah, there's the pockets, or the slits for the pocket. So you take the end of the tubing opposite of where you cut the slit in it, and shove that through the little slit you just cut in the pocket material. Pull that through so that slit's hanging out, pointing outside of the pocket. Do that on both of them. See? So you got it like that. You want to take, and you're gonna need to lube this up a little bit. I use spit because it's available, and it's not gonna degrade it or mess anything up later. So you spit in it, and you start shoving this piece in there. So you're putting it through that little slit that you cut in there, feeding it back inside into the tubing. So if you can, just try to slide it in there as far as possible before you grab it with your pliers. There we go. And I pulled that down so that it's tight on the pocket. You might need some more lube here. See? Nice and tight. You can do that the same for the other side. And there you go. You got your pocket and your bands, and this is easily done in a couple of minutes out in the bush or wherever you need to. Do it at home. I keep an extra one of these when I'm out, and I made mine from a Y branch and I wrapped it in paracord. Just tied a couple of knots on either side of the paracord and then cinched it down with a clove hitch and a bunch of half hitches with the excess paracord. Instead of cutting it off, I just did that, and it's really accurate. It's just about as accurate as any other slingshot you'll buy at any other store, you know. So hope you guys enjoyed this and learned from it. We'll see you out there.